the Rockets win the tip. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Capella in at the 5. Good on the three-point shot.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, a little bit of momentum in their favor as they grab the game's first lead.
And Trevor Ariza, one of the more consistent 3 and D wings. Seems like he puts up pretty much the same numbers, Greg, every season.
Yeah, Kevin, a little bit of what you see is what you get. The difference I saw in him last year, though, although subtle, was the dip in number of assists and rebounds. And one thing Ariza has to guard against is getting too comfortable floating to that three-point line.
Now here's Beverly. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. Harden, no good.
Boy, clear breakdown on defense. They're fortunate that he didn't make them pay.
Down low. And it falls over the rim and in.
I tell you, Dirk is going to hit these interior shots constantly. With his size, defenders don't have much of a chance in there.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Anderson dishes to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Williams with the ball. Over in the corner, Matthews. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Matthews has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Harden against Matthews, and the basket by Harden.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
But he's got it rolling so far, just the kind of start he was hoping to get off to.
Now here's Nowitzki. Bogut kicks to Matthews. And so many former players do go into broadcasting after their playing days in Doris. When did you know that was a possibility for you?
Oh, I fell into this business, Kevin. Make no mistake, because I'll tell you, I had it all going on in college. Bad hair, bad clothes, bad teeth, you name it. Only thing I cared about in college was whether my jumper could match my dribble drive.
But you've made the great transformation.
I'll tell you, I fell into it. I left coaching at Providence, and they put their games on radio and said, hey, why don't you give this a try? And little by little, sure, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, and next thing you know, I'm calling NBA games.
And we know coaches are so prepared. It comes out in your broadcast, too. I'm sure you have the same mindset toward broadcast that you did coaching.
Well, I think, you know, if you're going to have any kind of success in life, it's about how much are you willing to pour into what you do. And because the game has always meant so much to me, you know how it is. We don't consider what we do work.
Right.
Preparation is fun. Watching games is fun. Calling games is fun.
Well, it comes out in your broadcast. Again, the miss by Harden.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Nowitzki. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
The 3 ball is one of Nowitzki's favorite tools in the arsenal, and it's borderline unblockable given his size.
Anderson with the screen for Beverly. Feeds it to Anderson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game. Now here's Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Barnes outside. And a miss there on the triple. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career.
When I first got here, you know, my first year was so tough that I didn't really know that I can make it in this league. You know, To be named with all these names is an unbelievable honor, and it's been a crazy ride.
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player destined for the Hall of Fame.
And people do talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. You're right about that. And that's a type any team would like to have. You know, one of the greatest power forwards in the NBA's history.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Well, I certainly like the play calling. They're keeping the defense guessing, and more importantly, they're generating points.
Dwight Powell is out there with Anderson. Then it's Curry. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Mejri in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen James Harden become one of the most accomplished in the league at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And he makes no apologies for his style. He said free throws are a part of basketball. I'm not necessarily going in there and trying to draw a foul, but if a person can't guard you, he has to foul you. Or I'm going to score every single time. Kevin?
Maybe the toughest cover in the league, D.A. Thank you. Here's Mejri following the basket by Nene. Curry passes to Barea, expanding his range. Dallas again missing. Houston leading by 4.
I think it's remarkable. Every season, the Mavericks find a way to be competitive. They haven't had a losing record since before the turn of the century. This is one of the best franchises in the league.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Curry kicks to Powell. Dallas moving it around. And Barea has it in the corner. 5 to shoot. Will it go? And he hits the jump shot. Doris, you think of the greatness of this franchise from 2000 on. 11 consecutive seasons with 50-plus wins. I mean, what's been the key?
Well, I think, Kevin, it's ownership and the front office that has a die-hard commitment to winning. I mean, great players, especially Dirk Nowitzki, that helps. And Rick Carlisle, one of the best coaches in the NBA, a master tactician.
Now here's Curry. Nene unable to get his shot to Curry dishes to Powell. Outside Curry. Pass to Mejri. He kicks it to Barea. Goes up from the top of the key. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Now just a 3-point Rocket lead. Houston's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from 3-point land in the ball game. Beasley the screen. Gordon kicks to Nene. Banked in off the glass. Nene's got 6.
Yeah, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Barea kicks to Anderson. The pass to Mejri. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And for a team with as much talent as the Rockets have had over the last few seasons, the results have been pretty mixed.
Yeah, and look at the club's recent rosters. I mean, they've been filled with a couple mega stars and then everyone else. At some point, you have to look past all the individual stuff and make the commitment as a team to play for each other. Unselfish, fundamental basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Quincy Acy's checked in for Dwight Powell. Harrison Barnes comes in for Anderson. Matthews, he's checked in for Curry, and it's Williams in for J.J. Barea. Mavericks trail by 5. Matthews up top, guarded by Harden. Outside Matthews. Here's Acy. Dallas again missing. Rockets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Harden against Barnes. And here's Harden. No. From deep 3-point range, and a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks. Rick, what do you not like about how your team is playing so far?
Well, we weren't into it. We missed the block out. We were taking a couple of bad shots. So we just need to refocus. Key in this game, we got to take away their open jump shots and threes, and we got to rebound.
Rick, thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They asserted themselves nicely in the second quarter and now have a fairly comfortable 5-point lead here at halftime. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Scoring in the paint, that's an area where they can improve. With the defense sagging in, they settle for a lot of jump shots in the first half. Coming out of the break, I think it'll be better running off pick and rolls, hitting cutters, moving toward the hoop, that old Boston Celtics style basketball.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
The skyline of Dallas illuminating the night sky as we welcome you back to the Lone Star State. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Nene, what a contribution.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, they could try fronting him or bringing a quick double team, but that, of course, creates other problems for your defense. It'll be interesting to see what they do here.
And how teams are able to work together is the greatest key to success. Doris, you appreciate that. In your eyes, as a player, as a former coach, what makes a good teammate?
I think probably the most important thing is you see a guy who is as excited for their teammates' success as they are for their own, right? It's not just a fist pump or a dap up when they score. It's when the guy next to him scores.
And that's what you enjoyed playing point guard.
Oh, I loved it. Listen, for a point guard, it's as good to get an assist as it is to get a bucket.
Interesting. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Anderson is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Beverly in at the 5. Anderson with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Ariza outside. Kicks it to Harden. Back to Ariza. Launches a 3.
Not what they were looking for. 3 straight misses to start the third.
The Rockets with another miss. Nobody near Barnes. And he hits it to tie the game up. Barnes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. The 11-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
It wasn't wide open, but that's a look he's got to create, guys. He's got to finish that. His teammates count on him. And you think of guys who are 3-and-D wings. Wes Matthews, throughout his career, has been one of the league's best. A prolific shooter and tremendously physical on both ends of the floor.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Here's Williams. Nowitzki gets a wide-open look. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And Wesley Matthews very capable from long range, but that's not all he does offensively, Doris.
No, Kevin. He's gotten much better attacking the closeout and stepping in to hit that mid-range jumper. He also looks to use his strength, going to work on the low block.
And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch four, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Bogut. Anderson comes in for Harrison Barnes. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Williams. And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Prigioni. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense. But last year, there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championship.
That free throw, no good. And talking about how the Rockets are structured, they do have some players on the roster, Greg, who can play defense. It's a wonder they've been so bad at that end.
I mean, the problem with defense, though, Kevin, is that it takes all five guys to buy in. You have to have a level of trust on the floor, and that happens for the Rockets only once in a while, which is why they give up an insane number of points to their opponents.
Now, here's Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Nowitzki's shot's good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Houston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. In the corner, it's Gordon. Curry with the steal. For the lead. Casey's shot is good. Casey's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Ariza has the open look. Houston gets it back, and it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. Matthews, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And a switch here also for Houston. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Pablo Prigioni. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Beasley. Dallas shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And Nowitzki still a lead offensively. Defensively, Doris, how's he holding up?
Well, he was never the most athletic guy, that's for sure, and he certainly lost some mobility. But this guy is a smart team defender, and the Mavs will do as much as possible to mask any weaknesses he has so that they can get what they need on the offensive end.
And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Barea. Anderson the screen. With 1 on the clock, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. The Mavericks on top, leading by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Keep playing. Take turnovers out of the game, all right? Time, guys. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Preaching efficiency, preaching defense. Rick Carlisle right there wants to see no mistakes out there.
Yeah, I mean, protect the basketball. Try not to force anything and just take what the defense gives you.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Williams runs point with Matthews to his side. He'll get out there with Nowitzki. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
No, I mean, exactly. That's not an easy area for him to operate in with that kind of defensive setup. A nice job to get it up and over the bigger guy. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 5 now for Dallas. Now Beverly. Anderson the screen. Here's Harden. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
At the line for the Rockets, James Harden. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Yeah, shooting free throws among the many things he does well. Mavericks leading by 3. Outside Williams. Misses the 3. Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Matthews against Harden. Pass to Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Williams passes to Bogut. A fadeaway. They get it back. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Mavericks lead by 5. The Rockets shooting about 42% so far. Anderson the screen. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
And you're going to keep going to him. You can be sure of that. I mean, he'll be option number 1 every time down the rest of the way.
Now here's Nowitzki. Good, great play by Williams to shut it out. Nowitzki's got 15 points in just the second half. Rockets trail by 4. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Capella dishes to Beverly. Harden outside. Second shot opportunity. Bullseye.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Williams. Nowitzki outside. They double-team Nowitzki. Barnes outside. Bogut sets a screen for Matthews. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
A huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Dallas. And a change for the Rockets. Ariza's checked in. There's a screen. Harden the pass to Beverly. Now the feed to Ariza. To take the lead. It's good from beyond the arc.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
But he didn't let the pressure affect him one bit. What nerves.
Dallas calls timeout. They're losing by 1. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
And so here is Houston. There's the 3. And it's Beverly missing.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
They set the pick.
And that's all Nowitzki, right? Great frame and great game to get fouled on that shot.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 4. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ariza. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And a lot of scoring here late, but there hasn't been any defense to speak of.
Yeah, this game has not exactly been a coach's delight. Both teams run ragged at the defensive end.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Well, Wes Matthews, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, an amazing perimeter scorer who loves playing on the defensive end.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden against Matthews. Now here's Ariza. D right on him. Missed. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He shows the killer instinct and puts the game away at the line.
Can't get it to fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, how does this team continue to show so much poise at the offensive end of the floor?
Just trying to get guys open and make the right play. I got to be more aggressive offensively, though. I feel like I'm not as aggressive, and it hurts us at times. So I'm working on that. But as long as we keep doing what we're doing, moving the ball the way we move the ball, as you can see, we put points on the board very quickly. So we're always in the game.
Yeah, this team's never out of it with the firepower that you have. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Dirk Nowitzki. He went on a ridiculous scoring spree in the third quarter. He was in attack mode the entire time, and his teammates really fed off that surge of energy.
Another Hall of Fame type game from Dirk Nowitzki. A man has had so many I can't even count them. He's probably the best shooting big man in history. Just impossible guy to guard. When he puts that one leg up, don't even try and block it.
He was outrageous. He shot a rare shooting percentage from the field, hitting from everywhere. It didn't matter where he was or who was guarding him. The defense tried to make adjustments, so what? Still knocked down shots.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.